Alright guys, so this week I was going to do a prediction video for some of the teams in college football. I was going to do the Cincinnati Bearcats schedule as a video, but for this week I want to talk and ask the bigger question: is the transfer portal ruining college football or no? The transfer portal has been around for a while now. Back in 2018, where it would allow players to enter the portal to make a jump to another program during their college football career. Now, before the portal, if you did want to transfer, you would have to get permission from your coaches to transfer, but that is kind of gone now. Most of those restrictions are pretty much gone, and the players can now just enter the portal at will and possibly get picked from another team or go to a school of their choosing. And for the transfer portal, there are different windows the players can enter, which would pretty much be the spring and the winter windows when entering the portal. Now, this is what I know about the portal a little bit, so if I am wrong in some areas, please let me know in the comments below. Anyway, the portal itself, in my opinion, seems like a good way for players to change their minds. If they are not enjoying the school, then they can just leave to play for another school. There have been many transfers before the 2024 college football season. Like Riley Leonard, he would leave Duke and go straight to Notre Dame. Same with Cam Ward from Washington State, and DJ Uiagalelei going from Oregon State to Florida State University, and more, man. Now, the portal was honestly okay for me during the 2023 college football season, somewhat okay. Now, let me remind you, the reason that Cam Ward and DJ had to transfer was due to the near death and collapse of the Pac-12. Hopefully the conference realignment and some of the teams from the Mountain West joining the Pac-12, hopefully the Pac-12 can still be awesome as ever, man. Now, here is the question for all of you college football fans: is the portal a bad thing? I would say yes and no, but please leave your answers in the comments below, man. Now, the reason I say that the portal is a good thing, it's more flexible for players to leave a school that they really don't like playing for. For example, you're at Ohio State and you play as a star wide receiver for 1 year and you're really good, of course, and they promise that you will start again for the next year. But unfortunately, they decide to bench you for another guy that they think is a bit better than you, which does get you frustrated, and you decide that maybe Ohio State isn't for you. Then you can decide to enter the portal and go to another team of your choosing. Even some coaches will recommend other players to enter the portal as well. Like, of course, for example, is Kyle McCord. He basically was with Ohio State before the 2024 season, if I remember correctly, and he basically would go on to Syracuse and would do really well at Syracuse, man. Syracuse, honestly, in the 2024 season was doing really good. And even in the bowl game that they had against Washington State, they literally beat the crap out of Washington State. And heck, they were also upsetting teams in the regular season, like Miami. Like, golly, that's crazy, honestly. Just upsetting Miami to where they couldn't get into the college football playoff. That was honestly wild. That's why I would think that the transfer portal is good. It's mainly good for those players who don't get playing time or don't like the school, etc. Like I said before, if they don't like the school or don't get playing time, or if they get pushed into going into the portal by their coaches, then that's pretty much a good thing in my opinion. Just mainly by having some of those players that don't get as much playing time, they can just enter that portal and just go to a different team, and it's honestly okay. But the bad part about the transfer portal is when you have an entire team literally enter the transfer portal before bowl games or any important game. That's what I kind of don't like about the portal. Now, don't get me wrong, the portal itself is still really good. It's just when you have an entire team just decide to go into the transfer portal right before like bowl games or anything, that's what I don't like. It's like, why before an important bowl game? Like, an example is the Marshall team. They were supposed to play Navy in the Independence Bowl, but they opted out because their entire team entered the transfer portal. Kind of ticks me off a bit about the portal is you can just have an entire team just enter the portal before bowl games if they want to, which is what I kind of don't like about the portal, which I feel like if you're wanting an entire team to go into the portal, you should do it right after you like do your bowl game. Like, after you do your bowl game and whatnot, you can go straight into the portal. Like, I would be fine with that if they did it after like bowl games or after the national championship or just pretty much any kind of like playoff game. If you lose that playoff game, then you can enter the portal or something, man. But just don't do it and just opt out, bro. That made no sense to me, man, that the Marshall team did that. I mean, of course, I did go over it in my Marshall video where I would go over the Marshall team and why they decided to leave. Of course, they pretty much, I guess it was because of the head coach, man. That's probably why they left. I don't know. know, but that's pretty much what kind of got me ticked off when I heard about that. Well, it didn't tick me off to like I hate it so much. No. It just kind of like wasn't cool in a way, you know. Now then, as we talked a little bit about the portal, will this affect college football and will it kill it off entirely? Now, what I have to say is that it will not kill college football off. Let me just be real with y'all. The transfer portal is not going to kill college football off at all, man. I feel like this is going to be really good for both the players and the fans. Why I also say the fans? Well, one is going to be more entertaining. We get to see who could be in the transfer portal if they decide to jump from one team to another team. Heck, you could have, like, say Ryan Williams, you go into the portal at the last second, and he goes to a team like, I don't know, Notre Dame or Georgia or Ohio State or Michigan, any other team, bro, and everyone would just be on that like wildfire, bro, if he was in the portal, dude. But he's not. He's staying at Bama. I hope Bama loses next year. Wait, what? But there have been some ones that did enter the portal, and one of them is Carson Beck, which I did go over in my last video about him going to Miami and possibly being a bit of a powerhouse over in Miami. I'm gonna say like a big powerhouse, but pretty much of a powerhouse in Miami, since he basically jumped into the transfer portal and is leaving Georgia to go over and play in Miami. Honestly, I can't wait to see what happens with him over in Miami. I'm definitely watch Miami next season and see how that Miami team shapes out to be, because I feel like they might go to the playoffs. Who knows? But I also have to talk about that too, because the playoff structure and everything else is going to change very soon. I will definitely talk about that in another video, but probably for next week. It might be a prediction, and then soon you guys wanted me to do another ranking in stadiums, so I'm gonna do another stadium ranking for the Big Ten. That will come soon. But yeah, I definitely want to know what you guys think about the transfer portal in college football. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and be sure to leave a like and also subscribe if you are new. But with that being said, I am Raptor, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright guys, peace out.